Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today's topic is going to be, how do you keep a work-life balance while training and studying to be a chartered accountant? It's very difficult to juggle the two, and one of the reasons why a lot of people don't make it to the end is because they never find the correct balance of work and life. It's become a lot more of a hot topic in recent years to talk about the work-life balance and to judge jobs by their work-life balance opportunities. In terms of how I keep my work-life balance, well, first of all, I used to work in audit for 2 years. I worked at an audit firm, fairly large but independent firm, not Big Four. And because of that, I still had a fairly limited work-life balance. It was still very much work. But after 2 years, I eventually moved into industry and I worked as a commercial finance analyst. I think when it comes down to it, the number one tip I would give anyone who is going to undertake the studying to become a chartered accountant and balance their work life would be to schedule time that you're going to study and to remove things from your life that you don't need or want to do. In life, there's a lot of things that we don't actually want to do, but we end up doing, but we don't need to do. Eisenhower's urgency/importance matrix. This is a really useful tool for seeing what tasks you should actually get done and what you should forget about, what you should leave behind. So the way to see it is something that is important and urgent must be done straight away. If something is not urgent but is important, or something that you really enjoy doing, which is important to you, for instance, that would be like tennis for me, then you should schedule it so that you have a certain time in your diary on a certain day where you will be doing that thing. This is the best way to ensure that you get things done. Something is not important but is quite urgent, you might want to try and delegate it. Now, delegate gives it quite a corporate feel, but delegate can also simply mean outsourcing it. It can mean paying for someone to do your laundry instead if laundry is going to take you hours and you have an urgent exam coming up soon. Something is not important and not urgent, and not important means it just doesn't really matter to you, and it's not urgent either. You should consider just getting rid of it and deleting it. And by doing that, you remove the extraneous things from your life that really are surplus and don't need to be there. Unfortunately, not everything is so black and white, and you will find that a few of your hobbies and other things that you do, you don't really want to give up on, but you can't do it as much as you would probably like to once you've entered the workplace and you started to study for a professional qualification that is as taxing as this one. So I had to give up a couple of sports when I started this qualification. I used to play football quite regularly. I don't anymore. I had to substitute that and just play tennis and concentrate on tennis and studying. Reducing your life down to these smaller things will make you much more effective and make you able to concentrate on the few things that really matter to you that are really urgent as well. My second tip is to figure out whether or not you're someone who lives to work or works to live. This will help you find your why. You may find that most people, you work so that you can live, and because of that, you can't get rid of these activities that are so important to you. Either perspective is fine, and you may find that over your life that shifts as you change. I don't think there's anything wrong with either approach. I think in the end, life should be a balance of the two. My third tip is to optimize your time as much as possible. Watch YouTube videos and look at other expert information and content in order to ensure that you optimize the time that you do have. Make sure that when you schedule an hour, it can take an hour. And the way to do that is to get better at using your time effectively. Sort of check out productivity YouTubers like Ali Abdul, Jeff Sue. These guys can really help you develop a much more productive mindset and a much more effective way of working in life. There are also productivity tools that you can use, and I think those YouTubers talk about them quite a lot as well, and maybe I'll cover them in my YouTube videos as well. When it comes to maximizing your time as well, look for optimization tips, including the productivity tips I've mentioned before. When you can maximize your study time by using effective cognitive techniques, rather than simply reading a book when you don't understand the book and making no progress on your studying. Instead, use the kind of techniques which have proven to improve retention, to improve understanding. The Feynman technique comes to mind, but I've also heard that repetition is actually the best way to learn according to many studies. Everyone has their own way of learning, and you need to learn your own way of learning in order to optimize that study time so you don't find that you're studying for hours and hours and hours, eating into your life and all the other things that you'd like to do. Make sure you leverage off your friends as well. Join study groups, check out the free webinars that some of these providers provide, watch YouTube videos on the subject, like mine for instance. Hopefully I can link them above. And those will show you how to pass the exams effectively and much easier than you going in and taking a shot in the dark. Okay guys, I hope that's been helpful. I may make it sound a bit easier than it actually is. It's really difficult and it's a constant ongoing process and flow. With that in mind, tell me about your work-life balance and how you balance your work and your life. Also tell me if there are any hobbies that you've had to give up for work or for studying, which you'd love to pick up again, because I know it sucks. But if you look at the overall grand scheme of your strategic goals, you may find that certain things do have to be left at the wayside so that you can grow and achieve your goals. So don't forget to leave a rating. Tell me whether you like this video or dislike it by using the thumbs up or thumbs down buttons, and that will help me know whether or not this is the sort of content that really appeals to you, whether it's relevant enough to you, and I can help make better videos for you in future. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more videos. Thanks again. Hopefully I'll see you soon.